All right, we've got a real slow market happening this morning, and we did a bean trade overnight that worked out very nicely. I'll throw up that chart here real quick just so you can see what we're looking at. The beans rallied last night into the Asian Open, and that move took us up here to about 1383.4. And we sold that. We sold this move up in here, and we were looking for a test of 1372, which we got to. However, I didn't get my order filled. We ended up getting out at 77, so it took a 5-cent gain. Nice little bean trade overnight, and we're back into waiting. Now, looking back on the SPOOs here, we've got a buy stop in, and we're going to put a sell stop in here. Just kind of wait for the direction to go one way or the other right now. There's really not a lot, and I'm going to sell one time down in here. And this is where I would play the markets right now. Again, wait for the market to tell me which way it's going to go. I'll buy above or sell below on the NASDAQ right now. Other than that, I'm going to be patient. All right, again, 7:30 here. We got close to the buy of 27.15 on the NASDAQ, but still haven't gotten it. But the way the market kind of sold off early, we got a lot of people short off the open, and it looks to me like we're going to go a bit higher here. We got some room to move, even up to the 27.20 area or so. So we'll be watching this, and we just got long, 27.15, and again, I'll put a stop in at 26.98. That's already in. And I'll give this some room. I'd add probably back down towards the low of the day with a bailout down here. So that's a trade for now. We'll see how this works out. All right, one of the reasons why I like this NASDAQ setup here is quite simply the NASDAQ is defined by Apple, and Apple is now trading down 1% today, 521. But I was looking for a pullback into this 512 area. We're near that now, so this is an area where I don't mind buying the NASDAQ after it has pulled back almost, let's call it 40 points or around 8% on Apple. Basically, I'm saying as long as we hold 500, so the next 3 or 4%. The NASDAQ does look like it could go higher. Now, if Apple does break below 500 again on a close, especially the NASDAQ would be in trouble. So all you got to do is follow Apple to follow the NASDAQ, and we are long, again, the NQ here at 27.15, and we'll stay long. And again, the reason being Apple looking for a bounce here at some point throughout the week. So follow Apple, and that's the trade, and we'll see how this shakes out. All right, NASDAQ perking up here a little bit, 810. Now we've been open an hour and 40-minute position has gone green. You can see here the profile shaping up pretty nicely. We're definitely trending off that bottom that was set pretty much off the open. 640 marked the low here on that opening drive down off the open to 2702. We waited for a move higher and higher over the overnight session also. So we got long here at 27.15, and we're trading 18.19 in that area right now. We've got some offers to take half off at 27.29. The S&P, you can see, is just tightly wound, 14.55, right in the middle of this range we've talked about. 1450 to 60, really, unless you close above or beyond that level. There's not much to talk about there. We're trading in really a 3 to 5 point range. I'd say the majority of our trading is happening in 54 to 58. That's called 4 points. So right in this area, right in here, on the S&P, not a lot happening. So we're trying to see if Apple can inspire the rest of the NASDAQ. We've got a pretty good profile shaping up. Again, I'd look to buy maybe down 27.07 to 02 if we came back down in here later in the day. But right now there's not much to add. We'll be back and see how the trade plays out. All right, we've been in this trade from 27.15 for almost an hour and a half now. High of the day. We're moving the stop to 27.17 and a quarter, and hopping on the bike for a ride. Got the other half up at 27.29, so locking in 2 points on half the trade here if it trades down, and we'll be back to see how it works out. All right, stops on half are moved to 27.18 and a quarter. Locks in 3 points on half. The other half up at 27.29. All right. We have the stop in here at 18 and a quarter for half, and then we'll leave the other half up high. So we'll be back with the end of the trade. All right, so we sold half our position at 27.18 and a quarter, which was booked in 3 points. We've got the other half on. I'm actually bidding here at 27.07 for the other half, and I've got a stop on it all below at 26.98. Again, basically this chart is looking as if until we go lower, you want to be on the long side of this market as of the opening drive. So this is an opportunity here during lunch. It's 8:50 to attempt to buy some more if we're able to pull back to my buy zone. Otherwise, I'm long 27.15. Took half off for 3 points, so we're still in the green here. Basically, the risk is well defined, very low risk, very small position. We'll be back to see how it plays out probably after the lunch hour. If we fill, we'll let you know. Otherwise, letting the position go. All right, the market is selling back off again here. We are coming back into the range, and again, I'm betting down here at 27.07 to buy the other half back. Sold half for 3 points. We're down half for 6 points. But again, ultimately the trade is on until I'd be long until we break below 26.98. Then you'd look to get short. But right now, just playing it small and tight. Long one time after taking half off and betting 27.07 here at 9:01, halfway through the day, just about. All right, again, we took half the trade off at 27.18 after the run to 21. It's now 10:38, and the market is just grinding in here. You can see most of the action is happening really between the 27.13 and 27.08 area for going back to Sunday. Even before midnight. So we've got our stop in here. I did not add down there. I took that out to 27.07. Not much has changed. This is just it's a nothing trade. Nothing's happening, and so we're not trying to press it. We're not trying to force it. We're just waiting. And again, our stop is in below. We take a small loss there on our one-time long, and we'll go from there. And we'll be back later, 10:39 here on the West Coast. All right, 11:30 still in the trade, and again, we did not add back on this pullback. What you saw here was a little pullback that shook out, again, anybody that had a stop below this 26.06, but no reason to not be long until we take out the lows here at 2700. So we're remaining long 27.1450. We're long 27.15. Already booked half the trade for 3 points, and we'll be here again offering 27.29 here at the end of the day. We'll be back to close the trade up, win or lose. All right, 12:09, and although we traded back into the green slightly on this position, this market's just really going nowhere today. And I'm going to move my stop up again here, probably to about 27.05. And just again, our risk is basically becoming nil as we already took off half a little bit higher. So I put the stop here for now because if we can't hold into the close here, we may just dribble out and have a move right into this 27.10 area into the close. It looks with an hour to go. So I'll be back with the close, and again, we've just moved the stop to 27.0575. All right, we have moved the stop to 27.16. We're trading 27.19. The trade is completely profitable now. Again, we're offering 27.29 or 27.16 OCO. One cancels the other. Back with the closing here with an hour to go in trade. All right, 12:25, and we're continuing to shoot the moon here. We are long, again, still half our position at 27.15. It's trading 27.22. We've moved our stops. We're going to move it up to 27.18 now, locking in exactly where we sold the other half. We're at 27.22. As you can see, we have our sell offer here at 27.29. So we've got an OCO. One cancels the other. We're up 7 points. Trade is working out nicely. Had to have patience. Had to be in it. You could have gotten in any point here down in this test lower. Again, we did not add to it as we had wanted to a little earlier, but we did not. So we'll be back for the close. While we're here, we're just going to move it up to the stop to 27.19. And that's the 10 points. We're either out at 29 or 19 here the rest of the day. All right, we've peaked here at 22.75. I've got the stop still at 27.19. We're at 27.20. Again, this trade has taken the bulk of the day, but we have continued. Again, there was no reason not to be long this market based on that morning opening drive lower that could not go lower. We got long here at 27.15, sold half of it on the first bull rush. Had an order to buy at 27.07 that I killed in the middle part of the day. Just it was a gut feel, didn't add to it, unfortunately. But the trade is all green, and again, our stops here at 27.19. Looking to book profits either at 19 or 29 here in the last 30 minutes of the day. And we were taken out there at 27.19. We're calling 29, and that was it. Again, we bought today 27.15. Took 3 points. Didn't add to the position, took a small gain here. That was on top of a bean trade that we took this morning. Again, the beans we took this morning and took that trade and made about 5 or 6 cents depending on when you got out. We took it on the Sunday night, we got short, and that was the only trade that we called the rest of the day. So that is it. 2 trades, nice 2 winners to start the week Monday on a very slow inside trading range day. We'll be back tomorrow here at Mistrade. Hope you have a great day. Please join us at mistrade.info. Take the 1 week trial. Our members, again, have already paid for 3 years of the Twitter feed with the trades just from the last 4 days alone. So please join us, and we'll see you on the other side.